If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or worried or anxious or angry or any of those negative emotions, and you're thinking to yourself, if only that lot had sorted themselves out, then I wouldn't feel in this way. If only that customer had paid me, I'd stop worrying. If only my team had performed better and do what they're flipping well supposed to, then I'd feel better. If you find yourself in that place, then you need to watch this video. And I'm pretty sure that we've all been there many times, including myself, where you start to write, I'm going to go and fix that problem, and then once that problem is fixed, I am not going to have this emotion. Now, you've noticed this wonderful drawing over my shoulder, and I did do it myself, you'd be surprised to see. This is my best attempt at a teddy bear, and this is a person. So this is how I'm going to demonstrate to you today. Is think about when you had a teddy bear when you were a kid, and you know, those of you parents, think about the teddy bears that they have. Now, when kids are young, they have a favourite teddy bear, and they cling to them and they hug them, and they get a sense of feelings and emotions from them, and they get normally they get from them feelings of safety, security and emotion, things like that, and they think that the teddy bear gives them that. And you can test this, because if you ever lose the fucking thing, there's hell to pay. And they're like crying. I know I left Fluffy Pup at JFK Airport, and my son still hasn't forgiven me from that. Now, as an adult, we might think about this, and we think, well, we know that the feelings from the teddy don't come from the teddy. Like, the child thinks that 100% of those feelings are coming in that direction. That's why when they lose it, they think that they'll never feel in that way again. But as an adult, we know that's crazy. That bag of balls and fluffy stuff and googly eyes, that can't possibly give us a feeling. It's a projection of the mind onto the teddy. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important to understand that whilst in the moment the child feels like they're getting all this stuff from the teddy, in actual fact, it's impossible. There is nothing coming in that direction. That teddy is impossible. It's impossible for that inanimate object to give feelings. They're all a projection of the mind. The child has decided that if they have the teddy, then they'll feel good. Now, why is this important for adults? Because, of course, us adults, we'd never behave like children in that way, would we? So, thing is, think about this. Instead of a teddy bear, think about money. Now, how often have we felt certain emotions from looking at our bank balance? We felt happy, we felt sad, we felt worried, we felt anxious. And how much of that comes directly from the money? Well, you know, in the same way as the teddy bear, it's not possible for money to impart feelings on us. I mean, we don't even touch or have it anymore, do we? It's numbers on a computer screen, and we associate those numbers with, if it's a certain level, that we'll feel happy, certain level we'll feel sad. And what's interesting is, if this is the level that people are at, and they think, I'll feel happy when I'm up there, guess what happens when they reach that number? They're so practiced in feeling worried that they feel more worried. And there's people who feel really happy and fulfilled and not worried with less money than you do, and there's people that feel really worried and stressed about having more money than you do. So it's not the money, it's not an amount, it's not a magic amount of money that makes you okay. It's all a mind's projection, just like the teddy. And it's the same for, you know, your business, the performance of your business. It's the same for the people in your life. There's absolutely no way that the people in your life can project and make you feel in a certain way. It's only your own thinking around their behavior or their words that creates that. So if somebody says something mean to me, I have a choice whether I take that to heart or I shrug it off. Maybe somebody that we really care for says something mean to us, and somebody we don't care about says exactly the same thing, and we'll just go, well, I don't care about it from you, but I don't care about it from you. Well, that's a decision in our own head, which means and proves that it's created in our own head. It is not, we are not a function of the outside world coming in. It does not control us. And it's important to know that the outside world does not control our feelings. And boy, does it feel like it sometimes. I get that. You know, it really feels like it. And I fall into that trap so many times on a daily, hourly, weekly, monthly basis, that you something happens and you feel in a certain way. But it's not what happens to you in life that makes you happy, sad, stressed or overwhelmed. It's the meaning that you give to it. And that's really important. So if you start to understand this, then you can start to use it. Now, I would suggest that most of the benefit you're going to get from this way of understanding how your brain works is just in the acknowledgement of that if you spot it, you've got it. If you feel in a certain way and you talk to yourself, you might mutter under your breath, oh, I'm really stressed now because of you. If you catch yourself in that moment and go, actually, you've done that thing, I'm choosing to be stressed about it because I'm making it to mean something else. And if you can do that, you'll develop emotional intelligence. You'll decide that your life will be, you'll smooth out the roller coaster of emotions of life, and it'll be, it's not always plain sailing. We're emotional beings. We do react, but it's about stopping that reaction from getting too much. And you could, if after maybe an hour of worrying of something, you can challenge that and realise that it's silly to worry about that thing rather than worry about it for 3 days. So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like to talk about it deeper with me, then just get in touch. It's a really interesting concept, but I urge you, if you catch yourself saying, because of that, I feel this way, think about the teddy bear and think about how that's impossible.